Yu-Gi-Oh 101 discussions here to talk about a topic that I feel this question needs to be asked. What the hell happened to Union Monsters? Union Monsters were like that hot thing, that quick flash in the pan that people just forgot about. Like they died literally when they got started, and like people never really got behind them, you know. And like they had like this short burst of fame, and then all of a sudden like they just disappeared. It was pretty much like those rappers that be coming out with like one album, and like it seems good, but and like it has a lot of potential, but then all of a sudden like those rappers just like disappear. You know what I mean? And it's really just like they are literally like that. Like that's the best analogy that I can come up with. They're that artist that comes out with one album, and that album has like a lot of potential to, you know, be done something with, and you're waiting to see what they do next, and then they do nothing. It was literally like they just vanished from the face of the earth, you know. And I understood what they were trying to do. They were trying to use monsters to try to power up monsters. You know, this was that like these cards are like the early versions of the Zexo weapons. They're pretty much like the early ancestors of the Zexo weapons, because what they were doing with the Union monsters, that's what the Zexo weapons do. You know, you can equip them to a Utopia monster, and you know they get, or that Utopia monster gains effects from that Zexo weapon monster being equipped to that Utopia, and that's pretty much what the Union monsters were like. You know, they were just monsters that were equipped to other monsters, and they had certain effects that activated because they were equipped to that monster, and they did not last long at all. I mean, you had Freezing Beast, you had Oil Man, you also have cards like Burning Beast. You had Second Goblin. You um had Kiryu. You know, it's a lot of them in the game that they literally just didn't make it. You know, it was pretty much like a failed experiment. That's pretty much what they were. They were a failed experiment. It's like they came and went. You know, they came and they went. One quick one night stand and they just left. And like nobody even bothered with them after that, because it's like once. Now I don't know if it was because of everything else that was, what I'm saying, happening, or that more people at the time were more interested in fusion monsters than these, or just the simple fact that they didn't do anything creative with them. Like, okay, it was certain monsters that could be special summoned, when this union monster was attached to this monster. You know what I mean? Or maybe certain fusion monsters that could have been, you know, fusion summoned with the union monsters. Maybe that's something that they could try to do in the future, but you know what I mean? Is there anything that the left for the union monsters to do? Like that's the main, so like that's the $1 million question. Is there anything left for the union monsters left? What can they do with them to really get them back into the game? Because I feel like they have some potential. Because like I said, like maybe you can do something where, I don't know, like maybe when they get equipped to some other monsters, then maybe certain monsters can be special summoned. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like maybe from the deck, maybe from your extra deck. But damn, like what happened to them? What happened to the Union monsters? Maybe you guys can answer that question for me. You know, chances are, like I probably already answered the question in this video, but still, like, what do you think the reason why the Union monsters, really didn't survive? Because they just died as quick as they came. You know, they came into Yu-Gi-Oh, and I believe like the monsters were like hot for like a month or two, and then you never heard from them again. So like there was the Union monsters was pretty much like that one scrawny kid. Um, in a game of uh, uh, pick up football that nobody wanted to pick. You know what I'm saying? Like that one guy that nobody wants to, you know what I'm saying, like choose. But if they were like your last option and you didn't have any other choice, then you would use them. Maybe not, but still, you know what I mean? And I'm interested in knowing what your guys' opinions are on this. What are your reasons, you know what I'm saying, that you think that the Union Monsters really didn't last in Yu-Gi-Oh? So thanks for watching. Peace. I'll talk to you guys later.